Throughout the ages, poets and writers voiced their own interpretations of the teachings of Jesus and what the biblical authors had written of heaven and hell. One particular story related by Jesus himself was of the rich man and Lazarus.
There was a certain rich man clothed in purple and fine linen. And there was a beggar named Lazarus who laid at his gate full of sores, and desired it so to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores. And so it was that the beggar died, and was carried by the angels unto Abraham's bosom. Now the rich man fared sumptuously every day, feasting and dining to his delight. But it came to pass that he too died, and awoke in Hades. And while in torment, he looked up and saw Lazarus and Abraham afar off.
Father Abraham, have mercy upon me. Send Lazarus to his finger in water and cool my tongue. I am in agony in this fire.
My friend, remember that while you lived, you had everything good, and Lazarus everything bad. Now he is at peace, and it's you who are in pain. And besides, there's this great chasm between us that no one can cross over.
Abraham, please send Lazarus to my father's house. I have 5 brothers. Do not let them come to this terrible place.
Your brothers can read what Moses and the prophets wrote. That's what they should pay attention to.
It's not enough. If someone from the dead were to go to them and tell them, they would turn to God.
If they won't pay attention to Moses and the prophets, they won't even listen to someone who comes back from the dead.
One such story is that of Daniel Ekechukwu, an African pastor who lay dead in a mortuary for 3 days, yet lived to tell the tale. Let's join him now in Nigeria, where he tells his story of how he was raised from the dead.
Hello, children. How are you, children?
Christmas for the Ekechukwu family was always a time of celebration. Celebration of the birth of Christ and the love of friends and family.
Hi, Dad.
Yo!
I've got a goat for you.
But this time, things were different. On the surface, everything seemed fine. But inside, Daniel was boiling with anger and unforgiveness. He had recently fought with his wife and was still harboring deep resentment.
That I had a quarrel with my wife on Thursday. And the little quarrel I had with my wife, I frowned on her. Then on Thursday night, she was knocking on my door. I couldn't open the door for her. Then on Friday morning, she now knocked on my door. No, on Friday morning, she woke up and I come out. She said, Daddy, good morning. I did not accept. I didn't talk to her. I kept quiet on her and I left on Friday morning. She offended me. She did something wrong and I was angry on her. I was annoyed.
Daniel's anger had so blinded him that he had not even seen his son that day.
Mommy.
Yeah, my son.
Where is Daddy?
He went to work to deliver goat to grandfather in a worry. Soon, my son, go and play.
His thoughts that day were somewhat distracted, almost as if his mind were somewhere else.
It's okay. When you go back there, you greet your children, greet your wife and family.
I'll do that.
Daniel began to speed up, wanting to get home. He was still very angry. As he headed down one of the dirt roads, he reached down to apply the brakes. But there was no response. Daniel began to pump the pedals furiously, but to no avail.